Hi everyone, welcome to the Patient Wallet channel. Today I am going to be talking about Intuit. The company reported earnings last week and went down more than 20% following the earnings release. And before we start, full disclaimer, I am long Intuit and I'm going to explain in this video why I'm bullish on the company even after this earnings report, but I will explain why I'm not in a rush. The company is currently going through its largest drawdown ever and is down 62% as I'm recording this video. And if you don't know about Intuit, this is a SaaS company offering many tools for consumers, small businesses, and the mid-market, including doing your taxes, accounting softwares, personal finance applications, and many other applications, which includes payments, capital cash management, payroll, etc. They have over 86 million consumers, 10 million small and mid-market businesses, and want to become essentially the control platform for a lot of small to medium businesses. And let's start looking at their revenue. The way that the company reports revenue is split into two categories: the consumer revenue, which is the blue bar, and the global business solutions revenue, which is this purple bar here. And I just put next to them the total revenue just to understand the size and share of these two divisions. And to understand the global business solutions segment, we can quickly see at an infographic they provide. It includes Intuit QuickBooks, the advanced version, and Intuit Enterprise Suite, which essentially are three offerings that allow companies to scale and enable Intuit to capture that scale by offering them more advanced solutions. So as a company moves from a small business to the mid-market section, they will transition from Intuit QuickBooks to Intuit Enterprise Suite. Now, what's part of this segment? We have QuickBooks Online Accounting, which is the green bar, Online Services, which is the yellow, QuickBooks Desktop. Yes, they still offer the desktop version, which is the light blue. And in purple, we have Desktop Services and Supplies Revenue. The consumer segment is split in three areas. You have tax, money, and personal finance. Some of the things you might have heard from the consumer segment is TurboTax, which is essentially helping you file your own taxes, and Credit Karma, which is a personal finance application. The revenue split of the consumer segment is split in ProTax, which is tax professionals, Credit Karma, and TurboTax. Now, why did the company crash 20% following the earnings? Because they reported softness in TurboTax, and I'm going to touch on that in a little bit. Before I jump on the TurboTax facts and what management said, management also increased their guidance. Revenue is expected to be 21.3 to 21.37 billion, growing at around 13 to 14%. GAAP operating income growing at around 16%, and diluted earnings per share growing at around 16%. So the company stock went down 20%. But at the last earnings call, management raised their guidance. Now, let's see why Intuit lost around 20 to 25 billion US dollars in market cap. That's a drop of around 20% on the stock price. And this 20 billion US dollar drop in their market cap is because there is softness in the TurboTax revenue, which, as we can see here, for the last 12 months, the total revenue was 5.3 billion US dollars. So they lost around 20 to 25 billion because of some softness of about 20 to 25% of their revenues. Now, what are the facts that I gathered from the earnings report? TurboTax revenues account for around 25%, as we saw in the previous chart, and the revenue increased by 7% year on year. The full year guidance growth, though, fell from 8% from last quarter to now 7%. So their guidance was soft when it comes to TurboTax. At the same time, we now know that TurboTax Live is 50% of the total TurboTax revenue and is growing at a clip of 36%. These are the facts that management talked about during the earnings call, but let's see the judgment, what management told us during the earnings call as well. By the way, these are screenshots from my article that I released on X, so feel free to check it out. How did management respond to the fact that TurboTax came in soft? Firstly, they explained that the softness was driven by two factors. Tax filings for the season were down around 0.3%, when the expectations was actually to grow 1%. And the second reason is there was softness in DIY filers which earn less than $50,000. At the same time, management mentioned that they don't think it's an AI-related issue. I'm not surprised here, because if management came out and said that, the stock would be way, way lower. But they mentioned two things which I think are valid. Firstly, the way they can tackle the softness in the DIY filers, which are price sensitive, is to essentially lower price. They can do that because they can monetize those customers elsewhere, such as their personal finance apps. And second, which again is a valid point, tech advancements in the past, and now including AI, historically did not impact tax filings, even though you might say that this quarter they did. Why is that? Well, it's because of liability. People are looking for tax expertise to ensure that they are doing things the right way and to avoid liability. Intuit offers this expert-approved guarantee, which essentially means if there are any mistakes, Intuit will cover the penalties. And the last thing they talked about is the total addressable market for TurboTax. The assisted tax category is around 88% of the total TAM, which is around $37 billion. And the TurboTax live revenue is expected to grow by 36% this year. So a big chunk of the TAM is growing faster. The DIY segment, which represents only 12% of the total TAM, is where the softness was seen, but it's only $5 billion. So that's what management said, and my key takeaways are as follows. Firstly, management did not sugarcoat the softness in the TurboTax DIY filings, and they were disappointed. It's always good to see management acknowledging the issue, because you have some CEOs and management out there that play these risks down. Their solution is basically lower prices to compete more aggressively on this section. Again, they see price-sensitive customers, and I think the right thing to do is lower your prices, and they can monetize somewhere else. The TurboTax Assisted category is the growth engine of TurboTax, and going forward, investors should pay closer attention to this category. We'll see if the market does that, but that's my opinion. And lastly, to be critical here, we do not know if AI is the reason for the softness we've seen. It's not clear yet. For me, this is a yellow flag for now. The market extrapolates that the AI is eating into its lunch, but personally, I want to see more evidence before I make any decision. As I'm recording this video, Intuit's stock price is at $307. Their reported EPS from the guidance we've seen is $15.82, which suggests a PE that is 19.4 times. Now, during the earnings call, they mentioned that they are firing 17% of their workforce, which includes a restructuring charge. And if you account for that and try and normalize your EPS end up being $16.68 with a normalized PE of 18.4 times. Now, assuming that the price stays the same, but earnings per share grew by 15% for year one, the earnings per share, or I should say the normalized earnings per share, grew to be $19.18, which implies a P of 16 times. And if the same happens next year, so we now have 2 years of normalized EPS growing by 15%, you end up with an EPS of $22.06 and the PE of 14 times. I'm not going to tell you if this is a good buy or not, but personally, when I look at the normalized PE 2 years out being 14 times, I remain bullish. But at the same time, I am acknowledging that Intuit is a SaaS company, and today the market hates SaaS companies because they think AI will eat their lunch no matter what. So I remain bullish on the company. I am not in a rush to continue to buy the company, but I am planning to buy some over time. I do expect the SaaS companies to suffer for a long period of time going forward because I don't see the market turning anytime soon. So before we finish, let's jump on a portfolio update. The portfolio value sits at £41,600 with a return of 5.93%. And as you can see here, I am now down 20% on Intuit. We will see how Intuit performs going forward, but as I said, I'm not planning to sell the company unless fundamentals clearly deteriorate, which I will then be forced to cut my losses and move on. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.